focus your attention on modal operators of possibility and necessity. Now, a modal operator of necessity is a word like must, or have to, or will. So you need to get this done. You have to do this. You must learn this. These kind of words are the modal operators of necessity. The modal operators of possibility include words like could, maybe, possible. So it's possible to do this. I might do that. I could get this done. Now, when people use modal operators of necessity, they limit choice. They might limit their choices, and they might try and trap you by limiting your choices. You have to do this. You must get this done by the weekend. You have to do this. You will get this done. I need this to be done. And all of a sudden, with a strong word like a modal operator of necessity, you must do this. You have to do this. You've got to get this done. All of a sudden, any kind of consequences aren't really in the conscious mind. There's no alternative. You are directed towards having to get this done. You have to get this done. You must get this done. Now, you might want to challenge. You might want to maintain the rapport, stay in rapport, but challenge the modal operator of necessity. You must get this done. Well, I'm sure you're aware that if I do get this done, you must be aware that I will have to stop doing this other thing, and then I can do what you're saying, but this other thing isn't going to get done by the weekend. You have to realise that. If I stop doing that so that I can do this that you've just asked me to do. Unless you get somebody else to work on this project, it isn't going to get finished by the weekend. So you might want to challenge the have to or the must when you realise other people are essentially trapping and limiting your choices. Today I want you to be aware of the phrases that fall into the category of necessity and possibility. So you must, you have to, you will, you could, you might, maybe, should. Now, we very rarely do our shoulds. I should clean out my office. I should make some space in the garage. I should sort out the car. We very rarely do our shoulds. And people will say them, maybe on the phone, somebody will say, well, we should meet up. Yeah, we should meet up. That'd be great. Okay, wonderful. Talk to you soon. Bye. And the phone conversation ends, and it's still left up as something we should do. A very vague thing which isn't going to happen. Well, if somebody says, we should meet up, instead of just, yeah, we should meet up, we should meet up. Do you know, I think you're right. In fact, I'd really like to meet up. Can we organise a time now? So rather than parroting the we should, yeah, we should, change it to yes, I'd like to. Now, we can take it further. We should really meet up. Do you know, I'd really like to. In fact, I think you were right when you said we should meet up. I'd really like to. Are you happy to organise a time right now? Or should we do it a bit later, maybe by email, once we've had the chance to check our diaries? Now, what happened in that sentence? In that sentence, I took the we should, which is a comment about something that's going to happen in the future. We should meet up. Yes, we should. We should meet up. I think you were right when you said we should meet up. I think you were right. Past tense. So rather than this being about the future, we should meet up in the future, it's now, I think you were right when you said should. It's in the past. You were right, we should meet up. In fact, I'd like to. Would you be happy, remember, rather than the do you mind, would you be happy to organise a time now, or maybe a little bit later on once we've had a chance to check our diaries by email? So would you be happy to organise a time now? This presupposes we're going to meet up, or later. So it's a bind, it's either now or it's later. So we've taken the should, we've put it in the past, we've stated that we would like to, and we've suggested that we should organise a time now or later. And we've given a specific, if we don't do it right now, let's do it by email. So today I want you to listen out for the modal operators of possibility. You will hear people use them, and of course when you know about modal operators you can use those same kind of linguistic markers back, so you can use possibility markers. I want you to listen out for necessity and decide whether it's limiting the other person or whether it's limiting you and your choices, and maybe you want to challenge that whilst maintaining the rapport. And maybe you want to use modal operators of necessity when you talk to a certain person. And should. Let's change those shoulds that other people, we should do this, we should get together, we should do that. Let's put that in the past and let's make a plan to actually do it. So have fun with this today.